As part of the revision process, I'm sharing this lecture on 3 ways to do better in open book exams. These should apply to many open book exams that you take in your polytechnic education, but they are more specifically meant for open book exams which I have set. So let's have a start. The first one. Know your books. You need to know where each topic can be found. You cannot be looking at your books for the first time or your notes for the first time during the exam. There will be no time for you to flip and look for things if you do not already know where things can be found. This is the thing about open book exams. You still need to study. You still need to know where stuff is. But the good thing is you don't have to remember every single thing. You just need to know where it can be found. So there is studying to be done. Now, how can you find things easily? You can flag or highlight sections if allowed. And for exams that I set, I always allow flagging or highlighting of sections. Put your own notes inside it as well. If you want to summarize and put your own little notes inside it to find things easily, by all means do so. In fact, I would recommend create a table of contents or an index or even a mind map that helps you find topics. So this will actually help you to zoom in on each topic very quickly and give you an overview so that you can answer using the correct area of law, rather than try and figure out by flipping and flipping and flipping, which you really won't have enough time to do. So number 1, know your books. Number 2, plan your time. This is something I find that a lot of students have difficulty with if they do not do the proper planning. A typical exam is 100 marks and you need to complete it in 2 hours, otherwise known as 120 minutes. This works out to be about 1 mark per minute. If you do this exam at the rate of 1 mark per minute, you will still have 20 minutes spare to do questions which were more difficult or which you want to check and re-look at again. This means that when you are looking at a 2-mark question for multiple choice, for example, a 2-mark question should take you only 2 minutes, and a 5-mark question and so don't spend too long on any single question. How long is too long? This is something which you can figure out by using that simple calculation. A 2-minute question should only take you 2 minutes. A 5-mark question should only take you 5 minutes. If you are spending 10 minutes on a 5-mark question, that's already too long. No matter how long you spend on a 5-mark question, the maximum you can get for that question is 5 marks. So make sure that you spend the right amount of time on each question. If you do this correctly, you will still have 20 minutes at the end to mop up any other questions which are left behind. So this is a good practice that you should have. Then this will also help you to avoid the next problem, which is missing out questions. You must attempt every question. We can only give you marks for questions that you've attempted. I find it unfortunate to see some students spend a lot of pages answering 5-mark questions, and seriously, all you can get for a 5-mark question is 5 marks. But by spending too much time on a 5-mark question, when they reach the end, they don't have enough time to finish the last 2 questions or even last 3 questions, and straight away they have lost maybe 15 marks. And there's no way they can give you anything for those questions because you haven't even attempted it. So attempt every question. Try something for every question. Then there is an opportunity for you to get some marks. So number 2 is plan your time. Number 3 is practice on papers. Because cramming doesn't help you to remember. You need to try recent past year exam papers, and in that way you will understand what kind of questions can be asked. There's no point asking for hints because it's all there in the past year papers. What is covered and the way which is covered will be in a similar way. It's not going to be the same questions obviously, but the method of answering is going to be the same. And what is the method? The method is the one that was taught in class by starting with the law states. Usually you need to state what the theory of law is and also what the authority for it is. It could be a case, could be a section, it could be part textbook. So as the law states will state what's in your notes as well as the authority, meaning the case or the section of an act. Then you need to do the in this case. When you do the in this case, that's where you do the application. That's why you say in this case, name the characters in the question, name them and put them into the law. If you say this person has done something according to the law, yes, you need to state the application of it, not just the theory. And your conclusion, of course, is are they liable or not liable? If it's a true-false question, then your conclusion is it true or is it false? So when you try these practice papers, you can actually seek help from your tutors on whether your method of answering was correct or not, and whether your understanding was correct or not. But you need to seek help early from your tutors, not, for example, the night before exam. The more time you have, the better it is for you to be able to understand. Because if you try too late, what you learn will not be able to help you in the end. You need to be able to reapply it again. So with these three things, number one, know your books. Number two, plan your time. And number three, practice your papers. You should be able to do better in your open book exams. So all the best.